I'm here today with a very interesting man that is bringing an absolutely sensational and amazing big show to Brisbane that's opening up in March. And I have Normand
Latourelle,
and the show that you're bringing to town, which is
Cavalia.
Cavalia. So your magnificent show. There's almost like Cirque du Soleil and all the magnificent horses that are performing together. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, well, Cavalia is an integration of performing arts and equestrian arts. It's not a horse show, it's a show about horses. I'm one of the guys who started Cirque du Soleil, but when I moved out of Cirque du Soleil, I started to explore what I call the multimedia world. In Cavalia, you don't have a hard set, it's a virtual set. So the set is projection, it's images and special effect. Really, it's not a demonstration of horses, it's really artistic, what we do with the horses. We have created not only a different type of shows, but we also created a different type of acrobatic skills to integrate the horse world.
It just sounds unbelievable. How long have you been doing something like this?
Cavalia has been touring for 10 years. We've been touring mostly in Europe and North America. But before I created the show, it took me about 10 years of research because I didn't know nothing about horses. I knew a lot about performing arts, but I knew nothing about horses. But the star of the show, obviously, are the horse. It's all about the horse.
What does it take to get a show like this to Australia?
Travel with 120 people permanent, plus we hired about 100 people locally, so it's a big production. It requires a Boeing 747 just for the horse.
With the relationship between the performers and obviously the horses, what's the impact of rehearsing in that as well for the show?
A horse can, obviously the type of horse we have can live about 30 years. So we think that after we put them at retirement at 19. They're still very, very good. They could still perform without any problem. But we think after 5-6 years of traveling, we bring them back to our farm in Canada and they just go at pasture. Something that is very important at Cavalia is horse never make mistake. It's the human who make the mistake. So when we interact with the horses, we have to let the horse understand what we want.
Obviously the horses, do they adjust to the travelling? Obviously they arrive now?
Oh yeah, those horses are used to travel. That's also part of their training. Do they like it? No. Do I like traveling? No. Who like traveling? It is necessary to travel. They don't travel that much because we move 5 times a year. So it's not a lot. Everywhere we go, the horse has to go, they have to go outside at least 1 hour a day.
It is starting on March the 6th and concluding on March the 24th. And there's 19 performances all up, which is pretty awesome. 19 performances. And that's in the afternoon. You've obviously got 2 sessions happening on the weekends of it.
You can go on websites, cavalia.com.au. That's the way to get the ticket.
Okay, fantastic. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us?
Well, there's one thing that is very important. When you buy your ticket, you're going to see you're not sitting in a round. You're fronting a stage. And everyone in the audience is very close to the stage, even if the stage is very wide. So it's auditorium seating. And you really have the comfort of going to a real theater.
I again applaud you for bringing this to Australia, and I'm sure you're going to have sellouts everywhere because you're actually going to Sydney and Melbourne as well. So and when do you finish? When does that conclude?
We're still looking after maybe going to Perth, but it's not confirmed.
Your Australians are going to love you.
Good, thank you very much.
So, Normand, thank you. And, from Hush Hush Biz, we're very excited to see the show.
Great, thank you very much.